let me get started. So just okay, close you. I need to disable you. Wallpaper. Quit. Okay, there you go. Cool. I'm sharing my full entire screen. So screen one. Oh no, not presentation. We're going to do this. Okay, cool. So I am going to have a lot of tabs opened. Right, as you can see, I have AWS. I have 3 things of browsers, Discord, and the Notepad to not get lost in what I'm doing, also VS Code. So I will be swapping back and forth. So if I lose you at any point, just tell me to slow down. I know that I'm going to call you Gosh because I don't know how to pronounce it. I know you may or may not be following along. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah, so let's get started. So this is AWS / Discord bot tutorial. I'm going to do step by step and tell you exactly what you need. As the email has stated, we are going to be using a lot of different softwares as well. So if you get lost, like I said, let me know and I will try to explain it to you. So these are different softwares. This big enough for you guys, or should I try to make it bigger? That should be good, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Alright, cool. So things we're gonna need. We're first gonna need an AWS account to host on AWS. I'm using a software called FileZilla. We also Putty and PuttyGen, they more or less go together and they were developed to go together. Discord developer portal, that helps hold the bots that you host and or plan on adding in the future. And then we're going to use a Linux terminal. It could be Ubuntu. When I was getting the slide set up, someone said that Ubuntu is a lot of space. It's like 20 gigs. So if you're light on space, you might want to use Anaconda prompt. Before I get started, is anyone here trying to follow along with me? Okay, so I'm going to assume that you guys are going to look at the video, so therefore I'm going to use Ubuntu because I have Ubuntu and it is easier to use Ubuntu. Anaconda, you first have to create an environment and then activate the environment and then do something else, so we're just going to use Ubuntu. So let's get started. So first of all, some companies that use AWS, right? Adobe, Airbnb, Disney, Epic Games, The Guardian, McDonald's, NASA, the National Trust, Netflix, Pinterest, Reddit, etc. All of these companies down here also use it as well. So you have Sega, Ubisoft uses it. I think EA uses it. Trend Micro, NASA uses it, and so a lot of these companies use this as their hosting platform. Okay, so with all that being said, let's swap over to the Discord developer portal. So if you come here, if you don't have it, then I will post it in Workshop. If you go there, give me 1 second, okay? Workshop. So if you go there and then log into your Discord, you will see this. So you go to Applications, and then go to New Application. Click it. And then you need a name for your Discord bot. So I have been testing this over and over and over, try to perfect it. So I'm just going to name mine AWS_WS. The WS stands for Workshop. So this is going to be my bot's name. Then you're going to click Create. And now you're in your bot. Application ID, public key, and all this other confusing stuff that I don't really worry about. So cool. You got your Discord bot set up through the Discord API. Now you have to make it an official bot. So now you're going to go over to the bot tab and it said bring your bot to life on Discord with a bot user. Build a bot. You're going to hit add bot. Add a bot to this app. Yes, do it. Cool. Now you created your first Discord bot, right? So now you have to get this connected to the actual application Discord. So what do you do now? You scroll down. Oh, no, my bad. You go to OAuth, right? So all these are scopes, right? Identify, email, connections. We're going to click this bot tab. And then once you click it, it comes down with a link down here. This link allows you to invite to servers where you have admin permissions. So you're going to copy. We're going to go up here, paste, and it's it's going to open up to this. So AWS _WS connect to Discord, signed in as me. You're going to hit add to server, and I'm going to add it to my custom server that I'm the only one in. So hit that, and hit authorize. I'm going to hit I am human, and it's going to authorize. So now, if we go through Discord, I'm going to slide it to my left, and I go to my server. It says, yeah, you made it. It's now joined. But it's offline. But that's okay, because we still have to add code to it now. So we're going to exit out of the tab, and then we're going to slide Discord back over, and we're going to start developing. So I'm going to go to my VS Code. So this is my bot.py script. We're writing it in Python. Also, a .env script, which I will explain later on during the presentation. So, a .env. I'm going to start with this, right? Each bot that you create has a specific token. So each bot is assigned a token. This token is not to be shared with other people because it can be hacked and you can change the code and therefore messing up the whole entire application. Now, for presentation purposes, I'm going to be showing it to you because it is important for security reasons and also for you to get an idea on how to make it secure. So I'm not going to reveal it. I'm going to instead copy the token, and then we're going to go back to VS Code and paste it. So this is the token. Now, consider this a variable, right? AWS _workshop. Consider that a variable, and that variable is equal to this token. You can name this whatever you want. You can name it Discord, bot, Python bot. You can name it classes or something like that. So this is all that we're doing for the .env. Now we're going to actually write our script. Actually, no, before that, I am going to use Anaconda. So Anaconda prompt. So I like to use a virtual environment for each of my bots and or every Python script that I'm running. So if you don't know what Anaconda is or Anaconda prompt, it allows you to host multiple virtual environments and therefore connect to them. And virtual environments through VS Code is really easy. You just click this bottom left where it says Python 3.9.2, and these are all of my current virtual environments. They all have different packages and what I need to write those certain programs. Python has packages, and packages aren't the same thing as Java packages, but that's for another day. So to create my environment, I'm going to conda create --name. This is the name I'm gonna have. I hit enter. Wait for it to run. I'm also gonna make this bigger because in case here you can't make it bigger. Nice scroll in. Okay, there you go. Cool. So now we created the virtual environment. So now we have to connect to the virtual environment. We're going to do conda connect. Nope, that's conda. Oh no, it's conda activate. Conda activate AWS. So now we're in the virtual environment on the left. So now we need the Python packages that I was telling you about earlier. So first we're going to install pip. Pip allows us to easily install packages. So conda install pip. I'm going to hit Y for yes. This may take a little bit, so. Okay, cool. So now pip is installed. So now if we do pip freeze shows every single package that you have under this current Linux type terminal, or under, in this case, this current virtual environment. So just by installing pip, I have Google off, O off, I have a bunch of other stuff that I don't know it's for, Keras, right? So now that we have pip, now we need to install the Discord API and also the python.env API to connect our .env file to the actual script. So what we're going to do is pip install Discord, hit enter. And now it's connecting, it's relaying the Python packages into your virtual environment, which we would then connect using VS Code. So now that we have Discord, so now if we do pip freeze again, we have, where is it? Discord and discord.py. So now we need to load the .env. So we're going to do pip install python dash .env. We're going to hit enter. And now it's successfully installed. So now if we do pip freeze again, and we scroll up to, it's right here, python.env. So now we're actually ready to start coding. Now remember the pip install. So I have a text file to my right, which I've been referencing. You're also going to need to install it when you're ready to host your bot, but I will go over that too as the presentation goes on. So now you can just minimize this, and I'm also going to minimize this, minimize this. So now we get to start coding. I'm using Virtual Studio Code. So now we're going to go down here, and it shouldn't be here. Okay, so I have to restart Virtual VS Code in order for it to recognize that I created it. Let it connect. So you see my AWS using Anaconda. We're going to connect. Okay, cool. So now we have the Python package, and now we have the packages that are needed to connect our bot. And we also have an Anaconda environment to make things easier and to not have everything in one big terminal. So we separate it. So now we're ready to start coding. So we installed the Discord API. So now we have to get it to the file. So for those, so we have import Discord, and then next line, then import discord.ext, and then we're gonna have import commands, or the, oh no, that's from my bad. Import commands. So from discord.ext, import commands. And now we also need to import the bot package. So again, from discord.ext .commands .bot import bot. Well, not bot based, bot. And now we have to load the .env file from the package that we installed. So we're going to do from .env import load _env. And then we have to import OS. The OS, I'm assuming just the operating system. Cool. So now you have every single import that you need, and we also have every package that we need. So now we're actually ready to start coding, the exciting parts, right? So now this is where the text file comes into play. So we're going to load _.env, parentheses, singular colon, .env. So what this does is it loads the file. Loads the file. And now from that, so I'm going to name this variable token because it is my Discord token. Token equals os.getEnv. And now it is double quotes. So you are loading this key. It can be whatever you name it, you are loading this key. So I'm going to copy the key. I'm going to go back. I'm going to paste it. So now this whole entire file is done. It's reading through this file. I am now going to exit it. Exit. So now we're actually ready to start the bot making. So I name all, so my variables for my bots are all called bot because that's how I learned to do it. So bot equal commands. Commands dot bot. And then here is where we create the prefix for the bot. The prefix for the bot is what we use to trigger the bot. So I'm going to use exclamation point. So whenever someone types exclamation point followed by the command that I'm now going to set, it will trigger. So now we're going to get the trigger for the bot. So at bot dot commands. Oh, my bad. At bot dot command. And now we give the name. Name equals, I'm going to name my bot ping. My bad. I'm going to name the trigger word ping. So whenever I type exclamation point ping, it's going to return a statement of which I code. So, why is this giving me an error? At bot.command name equals ping. Where are you? So now this next part has to do with Discord APIs in general. So async def punk. This name is just, you can make it whatever you want. This name is just a function name. So I want it to pong back, so therefore I name it pong back. So now CTX. This is also a Discord API thing. CTX is context. Context is what you want to return back, right? So, for example, when I'm going to type await CTX dot send, and then what do I want to send back? I want to send pong exclamation point. Okay, cool. So we have the main bot code, we have its prefix, and we have the name. But now we actually need to set it up with the token that we got earlier, so we know that's our bot that we're calling. So I'm going to do bot.run, and I'm going to do token. And now, if I run it, hopefully it doesn't break. You're going to see on the left-hand side, all of which is running. Cool. So now we're going to go back to our Discord, which is on my right-hand side. I'm going to go to my server. You now see that it is online. So now if I do exclamation point ping, it pongs back. Right? Cool. Congrats. You just created your own Discord bot, right? But the only problem is that it can't run on your computer 24/7. What if your computer crashes? What if it has a blue screen? What if an EMP goes out? Then what? Right? So now you have to figure out a hosting service to use. That's where AWS comes in. I'm going to drag this back over. Yes, EMP Alex. Yes. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to stop this bot from running. So now I am going to go to developer, go to AWS console. So before I even do this, we are going to go to the slides. My bad, a little bit out of order. So first of all, right, what is AWS? AWS is the world's most comprehensive and broadly adopted cloud platform, offering over 200 fully featured services from data centers globally, and I got that from the AWS website. It allows software to make itself useful over the internet. It is also a service used to communicate over between two devices on a network. And then I have a definition of a cloud platform. A cloud platform is an operating system and hardware of an internal base data center. So more or less, you use AWS to connect your application to the internet. So now we are going to be using EC2, right? What is EC2? Good question. Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, or for short EC2, is a web service that provides secure, resizable compute capacity in the cloud. It is designed to make web-scale cloud computing easier for developers, and I got that from the EC2 website too. It comes with physical servers by providing the user with a virtual server for computing capacity. I had that there the whole time. And I use AWS to host MimicBot, which is my own bot. So now we are going to go to AWS. So these are all the services that it provides. I know, it's very scary. I was definitely scared once I saw it the first time too. But for this reason, for this presentation, we are only going to be using EC2. And you can see the little text, virtual servers in the cloud. So I'm going to click it. This is the whole entire dashboard. So we have instances running, we have instances, we have volumes, we have security groups, we have all this extra stuff that scares me too. But don't worry, we're only going to run about the instances. Yes, you can stop me anytime and ask any questions. So we're only going to worry about the instances. So this is the only instance that I currently have. What's up?
Earlier you said that AWS is like a form of hosting, something like a bot, right?
Correct.
Like a Discord bot. Like, what different? How is it different compared to like non-web hosting services? Like, what does it offer? Why is it better, if it is?
So, in short answer, I don't know. In long answer, a majority of the bigger, higher up tech companies created things like this. So, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, I don't know how to pronounce it, and AWS or Amazon Web Services are the three main that I know personally. To answer your question, if they all offer different things, I don't know. I'm using the only real experience I have with hosting is AWS and is with my Discord bots using Python. I tried to get a hosting server hosting connected using Java for one of my applications, and that is so much more complicated for me to understand.
Just one more question. Is it cheaper to host on the web?
So actually, to go back to the other question, you can also host it using a Raspberry Pi, which I know some people actually in this Discord right now use it to host. They use Raspberry Pis, and also I know some other Python developers or Discord bot developers in this current Discord that use Raspberry Pi. So I'm more or less taking a shot using AWS. AWS, it doesn't charge you if you only have one instance running. So I had two instances running a few weeks ago, and I got an email saying that you are being charged for going over hours, and I'll explain the going over hours once we start setting it up. So basically, each AWS quote-unquote server is using a different server. So I use Ubuntu, right? And you get 750 hours free. Now, if you go over 750 hours, they charge you, I think it's $0.00016 per hour that you go over. So I had over 365 hours, so they charged me $4.12. Now, to ask your question, if it's better to do, what was your question?
It was if it was cheaper.
So it depends. I would say it depends on how big of a application that you want to go. I only have experience using small Discord bots on AWS. Larger applications require a lot more space, a lot more RAM, a lot more uptime, and a lot more, what's the other word I'm looking for? And a lot more hands-on, more or less.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right, thank you. That's it.
No problem. Okay, so as you can see, I have one instance currently available. Now, if I go over to the right, you can see instant security groups, launch time, the key name, which we'll get into in the public IP, and also the public DNS. Come on, there you go. So we're gonna go to launch instance. We're going to scroll down, go to Ubuntu. We're going to choose the free tier eligible. We're gonna hit select on the right hand side. It automatically defaults to free tier eligible. So for the first 12 months following your AWS sign up, you get up to 750 hours of micro instances each month. So 750 hours. When your free storage tier expires, or if your usage exceeds the fee tier restriction, you pay standard, pay as you go service rates. So apparently, after you get your first 12 months free, but after that you have to pay, which also I did not know about. So maybe I'll do another workshop in the future on how to host on Google Cloud. So we're going to free tier eligible. We're going to hit review and launch. And then we're going to met with this. Improve your instance security. Your security group, Launch Wizard 17, is open to the world. Now, personally, I haven't changed this. Probably because I use smaller bots and it won't affect a lot of people. But if you do want to change this, you go over to here. You hit Edit Security Groups. And then you hit Select an existing security group. And then you can choose from one of these. I don't have any experience with any of these because I just use the free ones. But if you want to secure your program, then I would suggest using one of these. But because I'm not, I'm just going to go back, hit review and launch. It's going to bring me back here, launch. So now we have a key. So now we have a key pair. And I will explain this after I set this up. Okay. So I don't. Nice. Okay, I deleted it. Cool. So you're going to hit create a new key pair, RSA. And now my key pair, I'm just going to have AWS_key. You can name whatever you want. And it gives you this PEM file, which I will explain after as well. So then you can hit download key pair. Cool. Now, I like all my files to be in one place. So I'm going to move this file to the bot.python file. So I'm going to File Explorer, Downloads, copy this. I'm going to go to VS Code, but I already have it pinned. AWS Workshop, and paste it. And now I'm going to X out of this. So now we're going to go to Launch Instances. Your instance will now be launched. View instance. So as you see, it's pending. So while it's pending, I will tell you what a .pem file is. So a .pem file, it stands for the Privacy Enhanced Mail format, is used to represent certificates, certificate requests, certificate chains, and keys. They are used to store the unique key given when creating a key pair. So whenever you create a key pair, it gives you a unique key that only your instance has access to. So now it's up and running. So AWS key, now it's up and running. If it is not up and running and still says pending, go to right click, go to instance state, and then hit start. Terminate deletes it entirely from AWS EC2. So if you terminate it, you will be able to see it for a few more minutes, and after it is gone. Cool. So now you're connected to it. So now, if we go back to our Discord and scroll over, right? It's still offline. I thought you were connected to it. If you ever want ping, it doesn't say anything. So what happened? You got your thing hooked up to AWS, but now you need to access it using an SSH. So for that, why are you so okay? For that, I am going to use PuttyGen. So, what and why PuttyGen? PuttyGen is a key generator tool for creating pairs of public and private SSH keys. SSH, which is a secure shell, it is a network communication protocol that enables two computers to communicate. It is often used to log in and perform operations on multiple computers, but it also may be used for transferring data. So I use PuttyGen to get the file from here and to spit out another file, which I will then explain as well. So now I'm going to go here, PuttyGen, an app. This is what it looks like. It's a simple UI. We're going to hit load, AWS, all files, and the .pem file. And then you're going to get this. Successfully imported foreign key. And then to use this key with Putty, you need to use the save private key command to save it to Putty's own format. So we're going to save private key. Are you sure you want to save it without passphrase? I always say yes, like I said, because my applications are smaller. I'm just going to say yes, and it's going to put it right here. So, what do I want to name it? AWS underscore key. Now we have, so it's a .ppk. So I'm going to do .ppk at the end. And then hit save. So now if we go and check AWS, so now I have a .pem and a .ppk. So now we have to go to FireZilla. Or my bad, what is a PPK? PPK files are developed by Putty and they serve as storage for the private keys. The private keys the program generated. Okay, just a conversation going on in general. Okay. I guess. Okay. So they serve as a storage for the private keys the program generated. These files are used for enabling secure communications with a remote entity that has the corresponding key. So now we're going to open up FileZilla. This is what it looks like. I don't like updating software, so therefore no. You can see on the left-hand side it is reading my files. So we're going to go to File, Site Manager. I was testing this out, but I'm going to delete this. So we're going to click My Sites, New Site. I'm going to name it, you can name whatever you want. AWS bot space. The protocol is going to be SSH. The host. So now this is something new. The host you get on your instance. So this is a public DNS IPv4, the public host name of the instance, which resolves to the public IP address. So we are going to click this copy to clipboard. And then we're going to Alt-Tab back in, and we're going to paste it. Now, I don't know if you need the port. We're going to go to log on type, and we're going to go to key file. We're going to browse the key file. This is the PPK file. So we're going to double click, and it's going to open. So now, the user. For me, or I would say to know the host name that you picked. So we use the host name Ubuntu. So that is my user. I have tried with other names, they don't work. So I would just stick with the host name currently. And then you're going to hit connect. And I don't know if you need to port. The server's key host is unknown. You have no guarantee. Well, since I did it, yes. Cool. So now you're connected over here. So now how to get your files to the cloud servers or the cloud files, right? We're going to double click our file, or no, my bad. We're going to click our file, and we're going to move the whole entire file into the Ubuntu folder. It will copy all the files, so now that's in here. So if I double click this, okay, it didn't copy it. Oh wait, no, it did. Down here, file name. Never had this issue before. Okay, let's try it again. Yes, delete. copy Ubuntu. Files successfully transferred. Okay. Okay, yeah, they are here. So if you're unsure if they actually copied over, just click the remote site, and if you see it down here, then it should be copied over. Okay. So now that we're on the remote site, right? Now we have to connect to it using PuTTY. So now, What in FileZilla? A utility for transferring files to or from remote computer by standard method known as FTP, which also stands for File Transfer Protocol. It allows you to host files on a system it is installed on. So now, what and why PuTTY? Okay, never mind. Go back to workshop text. Okay. So now, what and why PuTTY? So what is it? It is a free open source SSH client used to connect to the cloud server, network devices, and virtual private servers. It also allows user to remotely access computers over SSH, Telnet, and RLogin protocols. For those of us that did a KDD Cup, this is how we access the supercomputers on the school's campus. And it allows the user to SSH to access a remote computer. So now we're going to open up PuTTY. Don't need this anymore. We're going to open up PuTTY. Cool. So now this is what this looks like, right? We have the host name or IP address, the saved sessions, the SSH. It all is very, very confusing. All you have to worry about is this current screen and the SSH tab on the left-hand side. I will walk you through everything. So now the host name. So remember the server that we connected to with AWS is Ubuntu. So Ubuntu, and then you need and then copy and paste the public DNS IPv4 in it. It automatically says the port is 22. So I would recommend saving the session. So AWS_workshop. We're going to save it. And now if I want to come back to this for whatever reason, it is here. All I have to do is open it, click this, and hit load. So we're going to go to SSH because we need to get connected to the file, the PPK file. We're going to hit browse, and it's already going to be here. So we're going to double click the .ppk, and then we're going to hit open. Cool. It opens. So now, first of all, I recommend, sudo apt-get update. Update whatever is currently on here to the most recent version. And while this does, I am going to clear out this. Okay. Cool. So now it updated all of our current packages. So now, if we do ls, our FileZilla site manager is here. AWS_workshop. So now, if we do cd AWS_workshop, hit enter, hit ls again, the three files are there. The .pem file, .ppk file, and the .py file. So we have to install pip again. So sudo apt install python 3 -pip. Yes. And this is really, really small. Should make it bigger. Here we go. While this goes, I'm gonna drink some water. And then it's gonna load up the progress. Does anyone have any questions? I know I'm spinning a lot at you, and I'm trying my best to make sure you guys understand. Okay. Yeah, this takes usually a while. Let me just, there you go. You guys can read this, right?
I can read it.
Well, you said you can?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. Also, we don't need this. We can exit out, but I'm going to leave it up in case you want to further customize your bots. This we definitely don't need. I'm going to X this out. And this we don't need and this we don't need either because we have already created a conda environment.
So let me ask a question real quick.
Okay, what's
Does
up?
AWS offer like any type of cloud database service?
What?
Any cloud database services?
For that AWS hosts?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. So they host, what was the name? AWS database. No, not migration service. Warn about, all right, yes, this is AWS and Amazon. AWS cloud databases. Yeah, they have they have Amazon Aurora, Amazon RDS, Redshift, DynamoDB. It all depends on what you need, right? So use cases. If you're building a high traffic web application with an e-commerce systems and gaming applications, you want to use Amazon DynamoDB. I'm going to link this in the workshop chat. No problem, man. Thank you for asking questions. Okay, so cool. So now this is done. So this I can exit because I don't need that anymore. So now this is here, right? So now if we do ls again, okay. So now if we do Python 3, and then we type in the script bot.py, it's going to say import Discord file, no module named Discord. So the thing that we installed in the beginning of this presentation, we have to do it again. So we already got pip. So we have to do pip install Discord, and then it will install Discord. And then we also have to do the Python environment. So pip install Python -.env. Python 3.env. Nope. Pip install Python 3-env. Without the 3? Oh. Okay, it's without the 3. So it's successfully installed. Now if we do pip freeze, all of our packages are here. We have the Discord, discord.py, and the where's that? Python-env. So now we should be able to run it. So now if we do Python 3 bot.py, it's online. So now if we go back to our own chat or our own server, it's now online. And if you do sh1 ping, it'll say Pong. If you spam it, it will say it as many times as you want. Now,
question real quick.
Yes.
You pretty much just installed the packages you installed on your computer on the remote computer?
Correct.
All right.
So now you have it hosted, right? But you can't get out, right? If you X out of it, it said you want to close this session, right? How are you supposed to get out? Control-C disconnects the bot, so you can't do that, right? If you Alt F4 to just close it, so now if we hit X, and are you sure you want to close the session, hit yes, and then we go back to our server and do ping, it doesn't work. So now what, right? Did I do all that for nothing? No. We are going to use what is called tmux terminals. Now, you can either use tmux terminals or screens. I personally use tmux terminals, so which is this cheat sheet. So we're going to go back into PuTTY. We are going to hit this, and we're going to hit load. Now, the SSH auth may have been reset for whatever reason. So we're going to hit browse, and then this again, and then we're going to open it. Now, if we do pip freeze, all of our packages should still be here because we installed it. Right? Yep. discord.py, and python.env. Cool. So now, to create a... Why are you not scrolling in? What? Try to make this bigger. Give me 1 second. Anyone know how to make this bigger? No. Is it Control-Alt?
If you're curious about it, but I can see it. I can see it perfectly fine just like that.
Okay, cool. As long as you guys can see it, then that's not an issue. All right, thank you. All right, so now we're going to create a new session. So we're going to use this one. Start a new session with the name session. So we're going to go tmux, new, -s, and my session. But I don't want to name it my session. I want to name it my thing. So I'm going to do AWS_bot. Hit enter. And then it's going to open to this, where we are attached to the tmux session. Now, tmuxes, it allows you to do multiple things under... Let me rephrase. tmux sessions runs an instance. You can have multiple instances across multiple tmux sessions. So this is a session, but you can still exit out of the session and do things in other sessions. And I will explain that a little bit in a bit. So now that we're in here, right, if we do pip freeze, it's still here. However, oh, it is. Okay, wow. Python.env and discord.py. Okay. And discord.py. So it still is here. Okay, I didn't know that. So if we go to ls, we still see the same file directory that we, the same file name that we posted on FileZilla. Now, if we go to, what did I type? CD? No. This doesn't work. It does work, Lamau. We go to ls. Now, if we do Python 3, bot.py, it is now online. Now, if we go over here again, and we type !ping, it says Pong. So now, in order to exit out of a tmux terminal, you press Control-B, and then you press the letter D. And it'll say detach from AWS bot. So now, if we do !ping, it still says Pong. If we exit out of the service and hit yes, it still says Pong. So you can either use screening or tmux terminals. Well, you just did it. We did a bot from scratch. You hosted from AWS. You created a tmux, and you installed pip packages. So you're more or less done. But because I like to have fun with a lot of things, we're going to do some odds and ends that I think you all should know. So first, let me go back here. So some notes. After starting the EC2 instance, for some reason when you stop the instance, the .pem file goes bad. You have to then terminate the instance and create a new one using the same key pair. So we're gonna do it right now. We're gonna break my bot live, and then I'm gonna cry. So we're gonna eat AWS. One instance is running. Make sure you have the correct bot. AWS key. We're going to instance. We're gonna stop it. Note that your instances are stopped. Any data of the storage will be lost. Yes, stop. So now if we stop this, then our bot's also going to stop working as well. No. So this says unable instance stop. Yes. Alright, so it says stopping. So if I do ping, it is now stopped. So then I have to wait for it to start up again. So right click, instance, I have to wait for it to completely stop. Also, some other things. Since I used Anaconda in the beginning, I am going to show you something else that I thought was pretty cool. So let's say you have so many virtual environments, you lost track of which one you want. To do that, just simple command conda info --envs. And these are all the virtual environments that I currently have. This is the AWS one. It's hosted in this current directory. This is the base, which installs the Anaconda 3. And then this is Miniconda. And then this is the other one. Come on, stop already. Oh, okay. Well, it just automatically deletes it. That's fun. EC2 dashboard, instances. Okay, no, it does. Okay. So if you ever have a scare like that, go to your EC2 dashboard. This is instances running. It's not running, so you have to go to instances, which is 2. Well, it's still stopping. Instance. Come on, stop already. Also, where is my notes with Anaconda? It says also Anaconda. I'm going to open up PuTTY again and do the same thing for the tmux terminals. AWS, load, SSH, auth, browse, the .ppk, hit open. Oh yeah, also you can attach to your session at any point in time. Oh wait, I can't attach to it because it is now stopping. Let's go. Come on, EC. Could be my Wi-Fi. Anyone have any questions while we wait for this thing to stop? Okay. Rather just go through this, I guess while we wait. So when we connect to FileZilla, we must use the host name for the username, which I talked upon earlier. So my hosting was Ubuntu. If I used root, for example, the thing wouldn't work. It wouldn't connect to PuTTY. So I would suggest using the host name. This way it works on a first try. And then to list all the tmux sessions, tmux list -sessions, which is what I was going to show you, but this thing, okay, there you go. But this thing was taking forever. So now that's stopped, right? So now that's stopped, now we have to start it. Yes, start. I'm also going to show you some cool things using the developer portal as well, which is why it's also still up. Start, yes. Okay, cool. So now it's pending too. So while this is doing this, I might as well show you some of this as well. If you hit, so general info, you can add a description, right? Hi, this bot was used for testing. Exclamation point. Save changes. All your edits have been carefully recorded. So if we go to our thing, it shouldn't be live. Okay, yeah. So this takes a little bit to reach your Discord account, or the Discord account. So as you can see, it's not here yet. So it takes a little bit. It's the same exact thing as if you upload a picture, which I am not going to do because I don't know what type of pictures I have and I am not getting canceled. Cool. So now this is running, right? So now if we go to PuTTY again and do AWS, load, SSH, auth, browse, ppk, hit open, it doesn't open because there's something wrong with the .pem file. So what would I suggest? Either A, don't stop your instance, or B, when you do stop it, you have to do it all over again. It could be the instance check initialize. So I'm going to wait for this to initialize to see if that's it. Yeah, network error. Okay, well, that's PuTTY. Okay, yes, I know. You're complaining. So this is this. And then these are all my resources that I use. Why PuTTY is so important. PuTTygen, Docs, AWS, Medium. And then also, if you want to do this on your own time or try to go a little bit quicker than what I did at this workshop, this is the video Oh, no, not that. This is the video that I use for everything hosting-wise. Why is this not copy-pasting? Right-click, copy, paste. What the heck is this? Please don't be nothing dumb. Huh? Our Discord, you're drunk. Alright, I'll link that after. This thing up yet? Initializing. Okay. So, I'll authbot. Select URL. Yeah. Also, if you want to invite it to other servers that you were admin on as well, just use this link. Copy it, paste it, and select a server. I have the current link for my bot under my description or status or whatever you want to call it, right? Listening to mimic bot message. Okay, maybe it is not there. This is weird. IEEE. Where's bots at? Okay, that's interesting. So what I thought I had my bot, here, and I can show you it too, back to applications, mimic bot, was this, right? It describes what it does. It says add me to your server. This is the link that adds it to, that you can add to your server. So copy, it'll say mimic bot, connect to Discord, sign in as me, add to server. All these servers I'm admin in, and I can add them to whatever server. But for some reason it doesn't show up. I don't know why. Okay. Alright, cool. So now this is fully running. So now, let's try it again. Putty. AWS bot, load, SSH, auth, browse, PPK. Open. Whoops. See, it doesn't do it. So I would either suggest A, to not stop the instance, or B, if you accidentally do start the instance, you have to start all over. So X this out and also close. Do I want to show anything else related to this? Let me give you the Discord APIs in case you guys do want to read. My internet is slow, I don't know why. FAQ. Discord API. No, it's developer docs. Here, API reference. No, it's also isn't it? No. Python. There you go. I will also link this in the chat. No, this is the tmux I listed earlier. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, don't show, wait. You're not supposed to show your token because it's supposed to be unique to your own bot, and if someone else has it, then they can do a lot of horrible stuff with it just by the token. I showed you it for security reasons. Also, if I start this up, it is running, and then, come on, if I do exclamation point ping, it works. So yes, this is about it for my workshop. Is there any questions? I know I threw a lot at you today, and it was confusing for me for a long time. Let me get you the video. I'm not doing that. Let me get you the video on what helped me do this, and I did have to watch it several times. Discord, how to run. Okay. Now this guy uses Screen So I use tmux and he uses screen. There's two different things. I see tmux as being a lot simpler, but he uses screen. If you see screen being a lot simpler, then you can use whichever you want. But yeah, that is my workshop. I know I threw a lot at you, like I said. If you have any questions, whether it be now or down the line, reference it. Say, hey, I know you did a workshop using, Discord bot, EC2, and I was wondering about, or how you do about XYZ. Other than that, I think that is about it for me. And yeah, I think I'm going to hand it back to Tony.
It was a great presentation, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Does anybody have it? Yeah, that was great, Brian. Does anybody have any questions for Brian, or anything about AWS that they're wondering about, or Discord bots for that matter?
Brian, as you did it like over time, it gets easier, right? Like looking at it, the basics, like setting it up for the first time, is the only part that kind of seems difficult.
Oh, what? Okay, now I am unmuted. I mean, so all right. I can speed run through it. To be honest, I can probably do like less than 2 minutes. Woody, now.
The setup part, right?
For literally everything, I can do it on AWS and connect it through Putty in like less than 2 minutes. So yes, the more you do it, the more it is. Oh, okay. My bad. I forgot to show you one more thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. So I am going to delete this instance so I can actually show you this last thing. Or not my bad. I'm actually glad that you asked the question because I now remember. Sign in. Actually, maybe I should. Okay, no. Okay, so EC2. All right, so we know that it's not working because I stopped it, and for some reason, when you stop it, it complains. So we are going to terminate it, and terminate will lose it forever. Why are you not terminating? Terminate, yes. Okay, shutting down. I'm going to show you how you update your Python script and or your Python bot while it's still live. So after it shuts down. So while we wait for this, I am going to have a print online when it's online. A lot of YouTube videos or a lot of documents say to do this with when it's online. Personally, I find it annoying. That's just me. But if you like to know when it's actually online and it's working, you can do this. And then when you run it on your VS Code, it says online. And if you go here and here, you type !ping. So this works locally on your machine. Now, once this thing stops running, I will show you how to update it. Okay, cool. So now this is terminated. All right. So launch instance, Ubuntu. You guys don't have to follow. Ubuntu review and launch. Okay. So also, once you have a key pair and you accidentally stop it, use the same pair. So it says choose an existing key pair. Use the same pair. Hit launch. View instance. So now it says pending. So now if we go to Putty Gen, once this thing updates. Actually, come to think of it, I don't know if it's the PPK file or the PEM file that goes bad. The PEM file is what you get for doing this, and the PPK is what you get from this. So load all files, the PEM, successfully imported. Save private key, yes. Click this, hit save, or overwrite, yes. Go X that out. FileZilla, site manager. Okay, you have to update this because we updated it. Copy clipboard. Come on. Paste. Key file. Browse. Key file. Connect. Yes. Okay. So now it is not here, so now I have to do it all over. So drag this out. If I installed. So now we go to putty. Putty. AWS, load, SSH, auth, browse, ppk, open. Doesn't open because I broke it. Amazing. Okay, so, okay, I learned something too. When you start all over, you would have to start all over. Delete that. Oh, okay, I know why it didn't work. Because we were still referencing the old public DNS. So, private name, so this is this. That save session AWS underscore WS, save SSH auth, browse. Cool. Open. Login as. Why do I have a login? Okay, there you go. If you ever need a login, you do that. Please tell me I still have the other package. No, I don't. Okay. Sudo apt install pip. Unable to locate package pip. Python -pip. Okay, well,
Hey, just question real quick. The stuff you installed before, it was on a different.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So if you're like me and you're still not used to installing packages like that, I copy paste it more or less. So I'm gonna go to announcements. Okay, maybe not. I'm gonna go to a secure channel because like that. Scroll all the no, my bad. This channel. Scroll all the way up. Okay. Conda install yada 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 yada. Okay, it's okay. Sudo apt install python 3-pip. Okay, so Python 3 is now installed. It's a -pip, I think. This may mean a package is missing. You know what? Shit. Import no module tmux. Okay, now we're starting to crack under pressure. So I need to. Okay. What is this? Putty install pip. How to install pip on Windows. Whatever. Python. How to install pip. Get pip. Sudo. No. Is it literally just sudo install pip? Didn't I try that already? Install -help. Pip help. Huh? I'm so confused. cd aws blast. Wait, do I even have? Oh, Python 3-bash version. Okay. So 3.8. So this shouldn't work because I don't have any of the packages because I can't access a pip, but let's find out, shall we? Python 3. Let that by. Okay, yeah. Where's my... Oh, nice, I got rid of it all. Lamau. Ubuntu. Python 3-pip. Python 3-pip. Okay, well, make yourself look really dumb right now after a great presentation. But, so, yeah. I still want to show you, so give me a second. Let me stop sharing. So, yeah. Wait a second. Oh, sudo. Okay. So I am actually going to reference the video that I put in workshop. Lamau, dude. Okay, yada 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 yada. Get to the putty. Yada 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 yada. Yada yada yada. Do I really just? Is it because I didn't update it? Sudo apt-get update. Alright, I might just share now since I'm referencing. My bad, guys. Updates. It is bloody because I didn't update. Oh my gosh. Alright, so after you update it, now sudo apt install python 3-pip. Please work. Thank you. Yeah, so update your software, guys. Lesson learned. And then we have to install Discord and python 3-env, and then I can get to show you what I want to show you. After I break everything, then yeah. Yes, Dan, correct. I was going to point that out, but I didn't see need to at the time. I don't like to upgrade software. But if future employers are checking this out, I will do whatever you were told, or I will do whatever you tell me. All right, come on. Okay, cool. So now pip install Discord. I just want to install Discord and discord.py. Okay, pip install python 3-.env. Pip install python, Wrong version. No, it's not. So this is another time where you go to bot, no module and .pnv, and you copy and paste this, and then you change it to a 3 after it gives you an error. So python 3. Oh, okay. It was just regular Python. Okay, cool. So I am going to not do a tmux terminal just to show it how it works anyway. Actually, no, I didn't do a tmux terminal. Gosh dang it. Tmux. Tmux new -s AWS connected pip, okay, and then ls python 3 AWS plot.py. Okay, so now it says it's online, right? And then it can confirm it. Oh, no, not that. Estimation by ping. Cool, it's online. So now control BD, it will still be online. Okay, cool. So now, let's say you didn't want to say online like I do, right? How would you update it without taking the bot offline on AWS and doing the whole thing over? So delete this line, save it, and then go to FileZilla. File, Site Manager, connect. So you are now connected, AWS, which is all the files. Now, you can either drag over the bot.py file, or you can, oh wait, okay, my bad. So the online isn't a good enough example, so we have to add something else because it will react to whatever we did. So let's just say Pong with 3 exclamation points because we really like the word Pong and we wanted to scream it to the world. Anyway, okay. So now if we refresh this, it updates. So 91949. So I just updated it. So now if we drag this over here, yes, override. FAO file transferred. So now this has single. Okay, it still has single, the mount. Give me 1 second. Okay, so now, so you just have to restart it all. So tmux attach AWS. No, not attach. Attach, okay. Dash T. Tmux attach. Attach dash session. Dash session dash T, the name. Cool. So now it's online. So now Control C it to stop it, and then run it again. You can see that it does not display online, and then you can just do ping, and it has 3 this time. So literally, it will be down for like less than a second if you don't mess up like I did. However, I don't think this is how major companies do it, but I will learn about that when I do major companies, and I will come back to give an update on everything EC2 related. So now that is the end. So we updated it, we made a Discord bot, we connected to AWS using the softwares that we installed, and we updated it. Also, for this whole entire presentation, it doesn't just have to work with bots. It can work with Woody, any other Python file. You just have to, you would just do the same exact thing. But I did it for a Discord bot because that is what I do. So now that is the end. Thank you guys for asking questions. Thank you guys for staying here, and thank you for showing up as well. And I hope you got something out of it. Like I said, if you have any questions, to message me, reference says, hey, you did a EC2 Discord bot workshop. I was wondering how you do this. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for coming. And now I will hand it back to Tony permanently to end us out.
Awesome. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, that was really good. And so, yeah, EC2 is a great platform into AWS. And there are also a lot of other useful services like Lambda that are also worth getting into. But yeah, definitely really good to know AWS and to put it on your resume. And
I have one more thing, my bad.
No, you're good.
So if you're like me, and you host 2 bots on the same account, you will get charged. I don't know what to do about that. I got charged $4.12 for hosting 2 Discord bots in AWS. So I don't know what to say about that one. But just FYI, if you do host 2, 3, 4 programs under the same username, you will be charged. Now that's it.
Yes. Thank you for that reminder, Brian. So yeah, like Brian was saying, you pretty much have to make an account for each bot. But there is also this very nifty, if you're using Node, if you're using, actually I don't. Anyway, so there's this thing that you can use called PM2, that I'll give a link to. But what it does is you use it to manage any processes on your computer. So I just put the link in the workshop channel. But so I actually use this to run multiple things on one AWS instance. And so if you do this, then you can bypass the need to create multiple accounts, and you won't get charged if you you just won't get charged for using multiple things on one account. So this is definitely really useful, but basically like it'll just run a background process, and then you still have access over the rest of your file system, and you can put multiple processes on them. So like right now, the attendance bot that Emily uses to track attendance is being run by this PM2 thing, and you can download and install it with npm, which is a Node.js package manager. And I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure you can only run Node.js applications with it though, so I don't think you can run something like in Python with it. But definitely something to consider if you want to try to get around that.
Dude, why doesn't the school teach us anything about this?
Because we're a computer science program and not a software engineering program.
I mean, yeah.
That's the best explanation I can give. But
Gotcha.
if you take software engineering, you'll learn a lot of stuff.
Okay, well.
Yeah. Like you won't learn, like they probably won't teach you how to do AWS, but you'll have to learn it out of necessity. So yeah. But yeah, AWS definitely useful for any full stack projects or any sort of backend project. So really good workshop. Thanks, Brian. So yeah, if nobody has any other questions or anything they want to discuss about the topics pertaining to the workshop, the only other announcements that I have are that on Friday we'll be having our side project development night, and that will be on Discord. And then so I'm just looking at the calendar here. So next week, so instead of a typical professional development night, we're going to be doing a little get together with some other tech clubs on campus. So some of the other ones that are going are the Digital Forensics Association and the Women in Cybersecurity Club. And also, can everybody hear me okay? I'm not using headphones.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
All right, cool. So yeah, so there'll be some other clubs. Tentatively, there'll be some other digital forensics clubs, but you should come out to that. So it'll be on 7:30 on Monday, the 25th at 7:30 in LC. Give me 1 second. It's planned to be an LC20, and so it's going to be a LinkedIn and Handshake workshop, and then at the end there will be like a little social mixer. So the idea is that the workshop is going to be about building up your presence on LinkedIn and Handshake, and then after that we're going to be doing like some kind of like speed dating activity where we connect with other people that are attending the event and then connect with them on LinkedIn as well. So that will be what we're doing for our professional development night. We're not technically hosting it, but we are invited to attend it. So definitely come out to that. And so obviously that'll be in person, like I said, in LC20. And then next week we have a workshop on asymptotic notation, and then another side project development night. And it's not decided whether that will be in person or on Discord yet. But yeah, so those are all the updates that I have. Oh, actually, one very last important update. So for anybody that does not know, we put out a application form. Well, not a form, but we put out information about applications for the J board and D board positions for the club. So for the uninitiated, J board positions are positions that will be shadowing the E board, and they're intended to be pipelines into actual E board positions. So for example, there is the J treasurer that will pipeline into ideally the E board treasurer, and the J secretary that will pipeline into the E board secretary. And then the D board consists of positions that are very crucial to the club but do not shadow the E board. And so the D board, anybody that's elected to D board will be in charge of more administrative tasks, or other things such as being our webmaster. And if you want to learn more about those positions, you can go into the announcements channel, and there will be a form if you scroll a little bit up entitled IEEE Available Positions Fall 2021. And so you can learn more about the positions that are available there, and you can also see some example applications. And you can also read about how to apply. And so originally the applications were due on October 20th, which is today, but we extended it to Monday, October 25th. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. And it's also really good to put on your resume because it shows leadership experience, and we'd love to have you so that we can make some new friends. So yeah, that's about all I have. But yeah, so with that, I believe we can wrap up the workshop for tonight. So thank you everybody for coming, and a huge thank you to Brian for hosting the workshop. All right, and if anybody has any other questions, then feel free to DM me or Brian.
Great presentation. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, man. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.